It has been more than a minute since I last posted a video. I am good. I have been a little more than busy. There are a couple of videos that I do need to post. One was me going to the Coldwater Seafood Festival. And there's another one where I went to a school and I had a conversation with some children, just spoke about my role in the community as a foot care nurse. So I have that video to work on, and I am in the middle of doing a move. And so that has taken up lots of my energy. So today, I guess I just want to give a bit of an update, and I have changed my bag. So in my previous video, you may have seen how I was cleaning out my bag. It was a messy bag, and I just decided summer is coming. I want to change things up a little bit, and so I changed my bag. And another thing too, the bag was sort of like a tote, and it was just like on one shoulder, and I think I was like, let me just change to a backpack. Now, if you are a foot care nurse, one of the things that I did when I started out, because I saw other nurses doing it, was that they had a cart, and that was really easy to carry around. You just pack it, put the items in your trunk, and you're good to go. But over the years, and also because I work in clinic, I have stopped using the cart. I've gone to that messy bag that you saw in the previous video, and now I'm down to 2 bags. Now you'd say, well, why not have just one cart? For some of my clients that I see, their building isn't accessible, so I have to walk upstairs, and that was a little bit difficult, taking the entire cart up the stairs. And then if it's a busy day, going in between clients, it's a little bit difficult to take out some items for this client and then to replace them. It's a lot. So I just have sort of narrowed it down to 2 bags, and I probably will put this mic here and show you this bag. So I got a backpack, and in this backpack, I just have a clipboard. So sometimes when I see my private clients, I use the clipboard to write the invoices. And remember that for those of you who've watched my previous videos, one of my clients suggested that I get a sign that says Foot Care Nurse on Duty. So I have that sign on my clipboard. I probably should get it laminated. That's probably like a better idea. And then also in this bag, I have extra foot pads, I have my gloves, and I have my wipes. And these are the Preempt wipes. So I have my Preempt wipes. So that's basically what I have in my bag, and I have an extra N95 mask. Oh, and I also have this little lamp. I just want to put the items back in my bag, and then I can show you my lamp. When I started out as a foot care nurse, I bought so many things, and I think I just wanted to be comfortable with just going out and making sure I had everything. So I bought a ton of things. And so the other day I was doing some cleanup, and I found these. So now I have a headlamp. I don't have one in this bag. Or do I? I'll search around. So I do apologize for the noise in advance. Okay, so I don't have that lamp in this bag, but I do have a little headlamp, and I find that very useful. And in this bag, I have this. So you just put it around your neck, and it is flexible. And then you can bend it, put it up or down, so easily adjustable. And I got this, I want to say I got this off Amazon. I do have an Amazon store, so if it is from Amazon, I will post the link to it. And it comes with a C port for charging. So yeah, so I have this. Let's say if I go somewhere and I need more light, this definitely comes in handy. And also that headlamp. So back to my bag. I'll show you the little cute bag that I got. I would have preferred a bag with a zipper, but I just wanted something quick, just wanted a change. And so I have this little bag. So I'm going to lock it right now and just show you. So it sort of looks like those old doctor bags. So it's a bit of a leather, it's easy to clean on the outside. I wanted something that, let's say if I got caught in the rain, it would, it's a little bit waterproof. So here it is. And this is what I mean by I wish it were, there was a zipper. You just take it off and it's easy to open. So here we are. So this is what the inside looks like. And I'll show you the items that I have in this bag. So first things first, liquid gold, the Poto Expert Callus Softener. So that's first thing. And we have some rubbing alcohol. And I also have this from Gills that I absolutely love. Now this is for our clients that have cracked heels. So this is my go-to to help my clients. So I have that. I have cotton pads. I have Band-Aids. I also have liquid bandage. So I went to the States and I saw this and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to get this. I think I got this from the States, either this or another one. Maybe I got this from Shoppers. And I haven't used it, thank God. Hopefully I don't have to. But I am not sure how I will use it because it comes with an applicator brush. And when you think of, let's say from an infection control perspective, maybe not best to use this on multiple clients. So it's unopened, haven't used it, and hopefully I don't have to, but I definitely have to give some more thought into that. But I have it in my bag. I also have a spray. So I know I'm talking about this bag. I have another bag that I take if I'm going to, let's say, a long-term care facility or in a hospital. I don't know, for some reason, I just prefer to have that bag just to go in between those sites. This bag I have if I'm coming here to the clinic to pick up my autoclave tools, and I have a bunch of them here. I did so many cleaning. Well, Michelle actually helped me out a little bit. So I have this bag more so just for community clients. And if I'm coming here, I have my bag here. What else? And I have the cotton pads, if I haven't mentioned that before. And I have these single-use blades. So as I mentioned earlier, when I started foot care nursing, I just bought so many things. I bought like 10 or 20 of like 10 blades and 20 of this and 20 of this. So up until now, 3 years later, I still have some supplies. And that's partly because over the years, I have just changed the way I do things, just do things a little bit differently. And also my clientele, their needs have changed. So I still use blades, and I'll show you that. This is another little bag that I have. I'll talk about the blades really quickly. And I will be posting a video on the benefits of working in a company versus independently, because since working here at the Foot Care Factory, I have been able to just work with 2 other fabulous foot care nurses, and they have introduced me to these blades. So the brand is, I want to say Kiato, Kiato, and these are single-use blades also. They come in a pack, and so I've been using a bit of these blades, and so I still have some of my personal blades hanging around. And I won't open this one, but it comes with a handle and it has the blade attached. And when you're done using it, you can actually cover it and just put this in your sharps container. So we have that. And in this little bag, when I'm buffing nails or at the end of my foot care, I kind of like to use these little blocks. So I have this one. I also have the wider or longer one. So I use this occasionally. And I do use a lot of disposable products, one of them being this. And I love this just to buff the feet a little bit. Sometimes I buff the feet also with the emery board that I use. So I have these just in this little bag. I also have this little tester of the Poto Expert for dry cracked skin. I think this is like my go-to just in case I run out. I always just prefer to be prepared than not. So I will have in my bag sometimes like 2 of everything just because I just want to be prepared. When you're seeing a client, you want to make sure you have everything right there and then. Sometimes the clients live up in buildings that have stairs. And for me to say, I'll be right back, and to run down the stairs, grab something, and then come back up. And then what if I forget something? I have to do this. I don't want to do that, especially if it's a really busy day. I just don't have the time for that. And if I look at it from the client's perspective, I think I would just want to have that time just dedicated to that client and just to be prepared as much as possible. Okay, so to continue with what's in my bag, I have the N95 masks. I have 2 of them, again with the tooth, just in case I run out. I have another blade in addition to these blades. And I have some tools here. So the last time I did autoclave my tools, as you can see, I had the package with the nipper, the probe, and oh my gosh, I don't remember the name of this other tool, but I just love to have a package with 3 tools. So if I've seen a client, I take one out, have my foot care session, put them in my dirty container, and then I'm done. However, and that's another reason why it's beneficial for me to work in a company, because the other foot care nurse, Michelle, she does everything single. So the probe is single, so the probe is in a package by itself. Hopefully you can see it. Not sure if you can see it. This tool is by itself, and the nipper is by itself. So I decided that I'm going to try this approach. I actually like this approach because sometimes I'll see a client and I'll only use the nipper and the probe. I won't use the other tool, or I'll use the nipper and the other tool and not the probe. But then I have to make sure I autoclave everything. So I'm going to try this for a little while and see how it works out. And if you are a new foot care nurse, or well, if you've been a foot care nurse for a while, you will find that you will change the way you do things just a little bit. You'll tweak things here and there just to be more efficient, I would say. Because if you were just to say, our clients change, the way we do things change. Healthcare is dynamic on a whole. So I just find these little tweaks and trying this and trying that. It's a good way to just be efficient. So I wanted to give you an update as to what's happening. I'm doing the move. I had the video from the school. I had the video from the seafood festival. I also just recently, just a couple days ago, went to a scholarship ceremony. I probably will post a little bit about that. And the interviews, the soul session interviews, I have 2 guests lined up so far, but both of them are not in Nova Scotia. And so with a time difference, and one was working on a project, I won't say who it is right now, but when I do get to do the interviews, I will post them as soon as I'm done. And you will get to see what, being a foot care nurse or foot health practitioner in another country is like, and you'll get some tips from other pages. So I think that's it for me today. Thank you for the new subscribers. I think we're at 39 subscribers, and thank you so much for just subscribing, liking the videos, and your emails and for your questions. On the note of emails, one thing before I go, I've gotten some questions on how do I start? I'm a new foot care nurse. Where do I start? How do I get clients? Those sorts of questions. I will post a video just talking about that, and just the tips that I have used. And you can also chime in on that video when I do post it in the comment section, just letting me know what tips have worked for you. We're in this together. There's so many feet to go around, and there's so little foot care nurses. So I find it beneficial for us to just share what's worked for us and what hasn't, and just to keep the community going. And I think I'll just leave it here for now. So thank you so much for the support. And I'm a new content creator. And of course, I have a life. I know you have a life too, but I just ask for your patience as I do this move and just navigate in this new space, because it's a new space for me too. So be well, sun's out, enjoy the start, close to the start of this summer, and just be safe. Take care.